Hi, I love using the gotharman LD3 for breakbeat or building patterns, and things I like to do is using very simple drum sound and building some phasing drum pattern. So let's try this. I already put the first head slot in sample mode with some ping filter sample I have done on the modular, because I like very simple drum sound when it's go to phasing pattern. So really simple. Let's go into sequence. First, the three first tracks have the same sound, so we're going to phase these three together. Let's put a trigger. Alright, so as you can see, we put one trigger and let it to 16 steps, but we are going to use all the sequence, so let's put to 64 and use 1 to 48 in resolution. Alright, so the other one, let's the same resolution and the last step -1, so 63. Puts a trigger at the start of the sequence too. So let's hear now how it sounds. They will slowly be unsynced before they are going to sync again. Let's add a third to this sequence with the same ID, so 62. Alright, now use other sequence with the same principle, but with other resolution, because the other voice, the 4 and the 5, have the same sound too. Let's use 32 for the last one. And 31 for this one. Six, 7 have another sound too, so let's try this time something like 64, but with 1/16 of resolution. Same for 7, but 63. And put one voice H every 16. It's more like a bass sound. We're gonna reduce slightly the volume of this one. Let's try from the beginning what every hit is in at the same time. One thing we can do now is add slightly some distortion to the bus just before the distortion kick in, just for have much more volume, something like that. Reduce slightly the bass sound, slightly too high in volume, and add slightly some compression, because some of this ping filtering have very high amplitude. With a fast now, if you want, you can change the tempo of the sequence. Alright, so now let's add some effects. I would like to have a master FX one, something like granular or something like that. Let's try synced or unsynced. Where is the unsync one? Unsync granulator, so let's try. Let's put 100% weight just for hearing the sound. Back with the dry. Let's put some gain. And let's put a modulator to the step, like LD3 or something like that. Now let's put the FX1 into FX2 and put a reverb. Once again, put some gain. 100% weight for hearing what we do. Really nice. At this point, we already have a complicated sequence with very simple drum sound phasing to each other. At this point, I will sample that to many steps and use it in other composition, for example, a tracks or something like that. I like doing a phasing pattern on simple drum like that on the gotharman LD3, sample them and use them in other contexts for a track, something like that, because actually it takes particularly the 8 voice. When they are triggered at the start each together, so you can't really add some voice or other sound to this patch, but you can sample it and use it in other context. And don't forget, you can of course play with the distortion or the FX and try other one for other different results. Like let's try the X-Fed granulator, who have a pitch. And let's use the envelope follower of bus 1, put it on off, reduce the release slightly, put the gain to the maximum, and now let's modulate the pitch with that. So FL1 here. Let's put slightly more reverb. Alright, so here is an example like how you can building some phasing pattern. I take the choice to not have all the 8 sound to the same resolution grid, but you can do that. I really like to use the gotharman LD3 with simple drum sound like this ping filter for that. Bye bye.